Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I am your guide, ManBearPig97, and today we are back with another episode of Day R Survival. When we last left off, we had just finished checking this military encampment out, and today we are going to attempt to push further into the storyline. That being said, let's get this underway. I did a little bit of grinding before the video, not too much, but enough to where I was able to get a little bit of resources. Not too much, but enough to get me by. Because I don't want to end up running out of resources at the last minute, like for instance, the water that I'm about out of. I have another it requires firewood. Not like I have any of that. I hope everybody feels safe on this day, as far as it being a Sunday, supposed to be relaxing around. At the same time, it doesn't help when most of the state is under panic mode right now. All because we're supposed to be getting a couple inches of snow. Not ice, not sleet or freezing rain, but snow. Now, anyone that doesn't live in the South will come to understand that but basically, if you don't live in the South, you're probably fairly used to winter weather, especially up, northern states like Massachusetts, New York, places like that. Even like Michigan, Washington State, all those kind of places, they're used to snow. So they can get 10, 12 feet of snow and not miss a day of work. Whereas down south in Arkansas, we get just the thought of, because we're expected to get roughly 5 to 7 inches of snow sometime tomorrow. So everybody's freaking out, rushing out to the stores to get the milk and the bread and this, that, and the other, and it's like, what? Like, this is nothing new. But yet everybody spazzes out as if it's a big deal. Blows my mind. As far as we can. Is there anything in here worth looting? Ooh, it's tempting. Let's do it, guys. We will wait. Come on down and visit. That looks like it might hurt. We want to take him out as quickly as possible because he's got that big blunderbuss pistol that does like 36 to 60 damage. Versus these little old boys that have their little pea shooters. Why is he not moving on down? Like, is he too good to take one of these grenades to the face? I figured I was going to miss it. No fair, no fair, no fair, no fair. Alright. Snappy McSnipper. Get rid of you. Try to get rid of you, but, you know, I guess not. No, you can't get the high ground, Sonny. Ow. One down. Technically 2 down. 1 to go. Get him on the other side of the board where they can't see me. Why is this guy just sitting there? I don't understand what is the deal with him. He hasn't moved yet. I mean, I'm not going to argue with it. If he doesn't want to attack me, I'm not going to argue by any means. Oh, no, he hit me. Ow. The pain. Oh, the humility. How rude. So sad. It's like he's not moving. He's not doing anything. He's just chilling there. But that's fine. We'll end him. And look at all the goodies we get from looting their little compound, I guess, if you will. Oh, look at all the loot, ladies and gentlemen. That is why I recommend the gunpowder grenades, because as you can see, we just had a battle that could have gone a lot worse. It could have. Real talk. Because they could have been attacking me every single turn. I mean, if that guy would have hit me with this blunderbuss pistol, even just 2 times, man, that would have been all it would have taken to really just tear my armor a new one. So we would rather not have that happen. They can convince me up too. That's good stuff right there, man. Get a little tape. Let's go ahead and pop one of those in. Yummy, yummy. Let's see what we get, ladies and gentlemen. Attack! This is Sparta! That's what it kind of looks like. You got these short little, small little group of people trying to fight on an entire, army platoon against one little division. It's like, I don't think this is the stand of 300, homie. Although, I've always been wrong before. I have been wrong before. I'm not afraid to admit incorrectization. How many caps we got up to? 328. My laws, yes. M-O-O-N, that spells caps. Mine. Let us sally forth. Oh, look at the puppy. Come here, puppy. Hello, friend. Oh, the puppy don't like getting shot up. I'm almost out of TT ammo. No, I am out of TT ammo. So, this is why I recommend keeping a hold of those caps. Because now I have 328. I'm going to come over here and buy me... We'll do 60 rounds. And bam. Have 61 rounds for that little sucker. Although I could use to repair it. What is this fire? Oh, that also fires TT ammo there, of course, you know. That one's a lot less damage than the little, I don't know what it is, but it looks like a, kind of like an automatic shotgun that shoots TT ammo. Hello. Come on, baby. Give me something good, give me something good, give me something good. Okay. That wasn't quite what I was hoping for, but, I mean, I guess it is what it is. Well, I think I'm about over encumbered, y'all. Just about. Yeah, this is certainly not preferable. I don't understand what has got me so highly over encumbered. There we go. My daily challenge for the day, search some towns in the city. Or some buildings in the town, whatever you want to call it. Do some work. I sure wish I'd get one of these AKs that wasn't, like, destroyed. Oh, come on, tell me. It better be something good. Yeah, it was worth it. Just to get that freaking dusty notebook, it was worth it. Nothing. Come on, let me get something decent in that weapons crate. Because I need it. Come on, AK-47 and the Gaunt rifle. And I get attacked trying to loot it. Of course. Mess him up. Come on now. Tear his tail a new one. Pow, right in the kisser. Look at that. I had like 300 and something health. He took me down over 100, even though it was only supposed to do no more than 60 damage. It did a lot more than 60 damage. And that's what I mean. Those blunderbusses, though they don't look that devastating, they are extremely devastating. Hey, how dare you attack my raven? Get him, Sparky. Yeah, son, you don't want it. They call me the triple nipple OG. Get it, get him. Hey, 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 hey. What you lay, buddy? What you lay? Come on, baby, give me something good. Oh, come on. What was that? How you gonna do me that way and give me a broken freaking weapon I already possess? I call blasphemy. Blasphemy. That's what it is. Blasphemy. That's a real word, right? I love how they give us this field uniform that's, 210 armor. after we've already created the highwayman armor that's like 300 and something, 315, something like that. It's like, you there, bro? About a day late, $1 short. I'm about to be maxed out on my carry weight. There it was. There she blows. Now what can I drop to make a little bit more room? So much stuff. I've got too much. Yummy. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah, I seriously don't know what I've got on me that's just got me so over encumbered, but I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. Because we don't need to stay too over encumbered. Like, it's not preferable. But at the same time, I hate to give up all this loot that I've already acquired. Now, I don't mind, letting some of it go, but I don't want to just dump it all. And that's why I should be setting up a temporary base in various locations to dump my stuff outside of each town, just make me like a little base. But at the same time, if I do that, I'm more likely to just keep picking up random crap, and then every time I go to leave the city, I'm going to have to do some work to figure out, what I want to take, what I want to keep. It's just better just to carry everything with me. Be done with it. Can't help that I'm a hoarder. Just a little bit of a hoarder. Not too bad, right? Which in a video game like this, where you're, grinding out supplies and whatnot, I'm sure it's very, fairly preferred, if you will. I would think so anyways. But, don't put me on. Hey. Looks like my radiation's getting a bit high. But that's alright. There's a little bit more radiation resistance. We'll go ahead and apply it because I've got some on me. It's not going to hurt too badly. Plus, that's a lot of rads. When you're up there pushing 70 rads, it's like, we might take a little something. That being said, I feel like we're making pretty decent progress. 15 rads. We could be getting further along, but considering what we're working with, I would say we're not doing too terribly. Come on, give me the goods, yes. Snowing outside. How cool is that? Like there's snow on the trees. That is a nice touch, I have to admit. And I get attacked by more looters. Don't really feel like fighting. Yeah. You and your little Makarov pistol ain't doing too much damage to me. You kinda actually are, but survivor base. Oh, you get an extra chance to survive in battle. Yeah. I can't believe it. After so many days on my own, after all my endless searching, a hair's breadth away from death, I made it. On the outskirts of Tver, I discovered signs of life in an intact apartment block. It was the light of a kerosene lamp in a window, and someone had hung laundry out to dry on a third-floor balcony. When I spotted the two little kids carrying buckets away from the river, I felt a lump form in my throat. There are survivors. That means my family could be alive too. I need to talk to Svetlana. Oh, well, that's literally what that just says right there. Okay. Ask the locals about Svetlana. After spotting me, the boys ran and hid in the building entrance. A minute later, 3 men with guns came out. One of them shouted for me to drop my weapons and walk towards them with my hands up. I did it without hesitating. The men searched me thoroughly, and only then did they lower their guns. Next. I asked about Svetlana. After a quick glance around, they replied that Svetlana was on the 3rd floor. I walked past them, feeling their wary eyes on me. In apartment 11, a thin, dark-haired woman of about 30 sat writing at a table. She was wearing an old white robe. Like the men, she looked haggard. Hello. Looky, looky. The woman raised her sad gray eyes to mine and smiled warmly. Hello. We haven't seen any new faces in a little while. So, who are you? Where did you come from? Who am I? A drifter. I came from the north. Really? The woman is astonished. We thought there was no one left up there. Well, come in. Make yourself comfortable. I'm Svetlana, by the way. Svetlana from Leningrad, right? You're the person who invented the cure for the epidemic, who was captured by bandits and who escaped and made it all the way here to Tver on foot. Svetlana frowned. Yes, that's right. But how do you know all this? I was looking for you. I found your recorder in Leningrad. I was also in Novgorod, at the bandit base. All right, but why were you looking for me? Oh, you know, just out and about, killing time. Found a pair of your old panties and thought, maybe I'll find a new girlfriend. I'm kidding. I was looking for survivors, people who could tell me the truth about what happened. Back in 1984, you see, I don't remember anything. I've even forgotten my own name. You don't remember anything? What happened? That's what I'm telling you. I don't know. I woke up in Nikel. I didn't know who I was, where I was from, or how I got there. And there were just rotting corpses and ruins all around me. I started searching for answers, for people who could explain it, and you're the first person I've met who could do that. Svetlana looked at me with genuine sympathy. That's awful. It's a miracle you even made it this far, she smiled kindly. But that's all behind you now. We'll take care of you. We'll get you a room and feed you. And little by little, your memories will come back. I'm sure of it. Svetlana, But you'll have to work for the good of the collective. Our commune is small. We live from hand to mouth, so we can use an extra body to help out. Svetlana, thank you. Thank you for the offer, but I can't stay here with all of you. Svetlana was silent. Then she stood and walked to the window. Why not? I have a wife and daughter. I don't know where they are, but I'm convinced they're alive and waiting for me. I have to find them. Svetlana turned away. Look out the window. It's a miracle. Did I really say it's a miracle? Yeah, look out the window. This death and destruction is a miracle because that's how we roll, baby. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't even know where that came from. But anyways, let's continue. Look out the window. It's a wasteland. First the epidemic, then the nuclear war. The earth died. You can't survive out there. Radiation, predators, crazy people with nothing left to lose. Bandits. You won't find anyone out there. But if you go, you won't be coming back. We won't try to hold you here, but just think for a second. You're right. I have to try. But I have to try. I can't abandon my family. And after that, well, there probably are other settlements. The whole Union can't have died off. Maybe there are survivors in the south beyond the Urals. Maybe there are. We don't know. No one has ever come from there, and we're not leaving the very outskirts. We barely have enough food, but there are fewer predators here. And who said that things were better in other parts? You need to think straight and stay. Svetlana, everything you're saying is true, but if you were in my place, wouldn't you still go and look for your family no matter how dangerous it was? Svetlana looked mournfully at me. You know, when I got here, I tried to find my relatives too, and other survivors. I searched for a way to get in touch with my colleagues, to find out more about this damned epidemic, about the bombing. I traveled from town to town until I ran out of gas, but it was all for nothing. All my efforts went up in smoke. I'm sorry about that, and I know that I've only got a slim chance, but it is a chance. I'm going to search. If I have to, I'll go beyond the Urals to other countries. Svetlana stared into my eyes for a long time and then shifted her gaze. I fought as long as I could too. I believed that we could still do something, still right what had gone wrong. But aren't you doing something? You're wearing a doctor's coat. You treat people. You haven't given up. And did you give up when the bandits took you prisoner? No. You poisoned them, even though you risked your own life to do it. Svetlana gripped her head with her hands. You don't understand. I probably don't. Anyway, it was good to meet you, Svetlana. I hope to see you again someday. Leave. The survivors found refuge in the gray 5-story building on the riverbank. 24 people live here without heating or running water. They grow potatoes, cabbages, and carrots in the small patches around the building, and the wasteland starts just beyond the rotting wooden fence. Let's go to the infirmary. The door to Svetlana's room is shut, but it sounds like she's in. I could knock, but I think that she just wants to be alone for a while. Let's look around and talk to the locals. The Tver settlement is a miserable enough place, but none of the inhabitants complain. They were warm and friendly and happily answered my questions. I learned that the base leader is someone called Evgeny, an agriculturalist, and that a doctor called Svetlana looks after the inhabitants' health. Hello, traveler. Would you like to have a rest? Sure. Here we go. Go away, effect. When I woke up, Svetlana was standing next to me. She was looking at me intently, nervously chewing her lip. Have you changed your mind? Any chance you'll stay? No, I have to get going. Svetlana nodded slowly. My answer hadn't surprised her, but why was she so anxious? I feel sorry for you, Drifter. People like you are the first to die, people who love, who take risks to save others. I thought all the people like you died out back in '84. That the only ones left were bandits and people like me, the ones who stopped caring altogether. Sorry, Svetlana, but you don't look like someone who stopped caring. You're trying to save me, after all. Svetlana smiled strangely. What of it? I'm not risking anything. Fine, damn you. If you want to leave, leave. But if you're going anyway... She paused to think, choosing her words. Yeah, I'm listening. Svetlana lowered her voice, as though she's afraid of being overheard. There is one thing you can do. I started it a long time ago, but I never finished it. I couldn't. I gave up halfway. Svetlana makes a wry face. But you could do it? Okay, and what's the thing? I need to uncover the truth about the catastrophe. I don't get it. What else is there to uncover? You know everything. The epidemic broke out. Then there was a nuclear war. You read my diary, didn't you? On one of the pages I lost, I wrote down a strange idea. I still don't know how I didn't think of it sooner, but this idea, it keeps me awake at night. I don't follow. Svetlana speaks even more quietly. The epidemic. The epidemic broke out at the same time in different cities at opposite ends of the USSR. No virus in history has ever spread like that. A disease can always be localized. You can set up quarantines, take preventative measures. At least you can try, but not with this disease. Next. I checked it. The virus attacked everyone and everywhere simultaneously. There was no way of stopping it. It sounds crazy, but could someone have deliberately started the epidemic, infecting people in different cities at the same time? Svetlana, this is crazy. Who would want to do that, and what would they get out of it? I don't know. I've been trying to figure that out since I was held prisoner by the bandits. I tried to find a rational explanation. Then here, outside Tver, I asked the other refugees. I looked through newspaper stories of the disease. Svetlana, even if you're right, if the epidemic is man-made, even if it's some kind of conspiracy, how can you ever get to the truth? So many years have passed. It's madness. Svetlana jumps up and looks at me with a strange fury in her eyes. I know that, but it's no more madness than going out into the wasteland to search for your family. Be silent. Svetlana calms down and lowers her voice again. Then again, we do still know something. The first lethal outbreaks were dated to September 2nd through the 3rd. Taking the incubation period into account, I think those people were infected around August 17th through the 19th. That means August 17th. Hang on. I've seen that date somewhere before. Show Svetlana the telegram of the dead man in Novgorod. Activate DAR on August 17th as instructed. What's this? Where did you get it? In Novgorod from a body. But there's more. I have a spray can somewhere that I found in Petrozavodsk. Those names are hard to pronounce. Just saying. It's marked DAR 2. Do you know what it means? No, I don't, but I think I've heard the name before from my father. When he visited the institute, he spoke to someone on the phone and mentioned this DAR. I asked him what it meant, but he just brushed it off with a joke. But I made a point to remember it. Interesting. Who was your father? He was a microbiologist, one of the best in the country. He worked in Moscow at the Institute of Virology. That was the last time I saw him. He died of a heart attack in June of 1984. My mother told me over the phone. I didn't even get a chance to say goodbye. I didn't even go to the funeral. I was on bed rest with tonsillitis. At the Institute of Virology, you say, in Moscow? Since this is my only lead, it looks like I'm going to Moscow. Svetlana held her breath. So you agree to help me? Now we can choose. I'll try, but I won't promise anything. My main priority is finding my wife and daughter. Or, no, hold on a second. I haven't decided anything yet. At the end of the day, my priority is finding my wife and daughter. We'll pick the first one. I understand, but you have to understand me. I don't have any close relatives left, and no one needs the cure for the disease anymore. What do I have left? Survival. My goal in life is to live just a little bit longer, but I'm already sick of this existence. Next. But we can do one thing. Find the truth. Find out who is responsible for killing millions of people and for turning our country, maybe even the world, into a wasteland, and find out why they did it. This is important, isn't it? Not just for me, but for all of us. I know you don't have to do it. All I can do is ask and offer a reward. Oh yeah? It's always nice when you throw in a reward in the mix. Alright, I'll see what I can do. I'll go and get ready to head out. Will you wait a little longer? Svetlana, this is a bad idea. The wasteland is too dangerous for someone who isn't prepared. I can't protect you, and you'll be leaving the people here without a doctor. It's better if you stay. Are you sure? Too bad I can't take her with me and have backup. I'm sure. Actually, I'll tell you what. Let's see what the trader has to offer. So tanning mixture for 2 ropes, 50 dried meat for a crowbar, 5 fresh bones for 1 bicycle part, or 1 poison for 2 potatoes. Get us some taters. Not you, I was trying to leave. Alright, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time we have left today. We finally made it to a survivor's base, though, so that is awesome. On the next video, we will try to push for Moscow to see if we can get to the Institute of Virology. That being said, if you like what I'm doing, please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, hit the bell for notifications so that way you never miss a video that I've posted, and I hope to see you in the next video. Please have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and God bless you.